Hello everybody, what is up, Prof Toast here, and today we're going to be doing a review on the Lenovo Flex 5 and also checking out the Lenovo Pen, see how well it works. So let's go ahead and dig on into the review. Alright, so here we have the Flex 5 right here. As you can see, definitely has a nice slim design all around and everything. You got your fan grills right there and on the bottom. On the outside you got mostly a plastic finish, but it's still really solidly built, does not feel cheap whatsoever. If you open it up, you got kind of aluminum finish right here, all along here, which definitely feels really nice. Touchpad is definitely really responsive. Clicking this feels great. You have a backlit keyboard and everything. Of course, you can sit there and adjust it any way you want. And the best part I like about signing is you got your touch features. You can sit there and use a pen, or you can use a very handy biometric scanner, then boom, you're right in. Now I should say right off the bat, since this thing's running SSD, boot up time's like stupidly quick. We can go here, I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and show you real quick. Alright, so here we have the computer completely off. We go ahead and just power it on by the side right here. And we'll see, all we get is our little Lenovo screen. Wait a couple seconds, and boom, you're already at your login screen. Fingerprint sensor. You're already logged in and ready to go. You don't have to wait or nothing. So that's one of the things I definitely love. It's really snappy, really quick, and definitely has been all around good contender. Battery life on this guy has actually been really great. I've been able to sit there, do video editing, play some games on there, been downloading games at the same time, and it still runs really quick. Alright, so now a little bit with our Lenovo pen right here. So let's say I got Paint Tool slide opened up right here. So say you want to do it, yeah, you can sit there kind of try to reach on there and do it. Or one of the cool things is the fact that since this thing flips all the way around, you essentially have a whole, tablet you can just sit there and draw on just like that. You can sit there, do it like that. It also is pretty good when it comes to recognizing the pressure sensitivity. If I barely do light, it'll do like that. If I do harder, it'll sit there and do a little bit of a darker line to it. So definitely works really well and all that. You can also do your whole tablet mode, which I'm not really the biggest fan of at all, but it kind of works. So as you see, we kind of have it in our bit of a tablet mode right here. You can sit there, press the Windows key, you get all your menu kind of like tablet style. You can sit there, open up Explorer, you got a full web page view like that. So definitely pretty cool. I don't think I'd really find myself using this too often at all, but yeah. So as you can see, it's also trying to say, look, see, Microsoft Edge, it's the fastest browser out there. You should really try it. I congratulate that brave soul. But as you can see, even if you want to, you can sit there and fold it over 10 style and still just sit there, kind of doodle away, or however you want to do it. So definitely pretty cool. Definitely, pretty cool if you're like an artist or something. As for much else to use the Lenovo Pen for, it definitely seems pretty cool and everything, but all in all, except for drawing, I don't know how much else I would use it. So that's probably one of its main features. You could also use it for spreadsheets, depending on if that's the kind of stuff you do. If you're more into business, you can sit there and probably mark down dates, or set up schedules or whatever you need to do and all that. So pretty cool and all that. Alright, so now you're probably going to be wondering, well, this one sounds like, for the specs of it, has 16 gigs of RAM. There's a GeForce NVIDIA graphics card, I think, with also extra storage, i7 processor and all that. So we're wondering, well, this one seems pretty decent, but how well can it game? So I got Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja 4 loaded up right here. I messed around with this before, just for a little bit, and it seemed to freaking work great. I got this running at 30 frames a second. I believe on medium settings is what the game already automatically defaulted itself to. So I'll go ahead and show you, let's see if we can get a little bit of free battle. Alright, so as you see, we got our game loaded up right here. Already off the bat, it's actually running pretty well, especially for this one. I kind of wanted to try out just because it is more of a cel-shaded-ish type game, which those ones kind of usually run a little bit harder on the PC and everything, but as you see, this one's running pretty dang smooth. I'm still also completely new to this game, so not the best skill at it, but other than that, still works pretty freaking well. You see, it's not really having any slowdowns and some skips or anything like that. So definitely pretty cool. Definitely pretty impressed with this. So if you want a game on the go, this is probably definitely the good one to go with. Alright, so as you can see here, we got BioShock Remaster kind of loaded up. Of course, this probably isn't the best game because of the screen reflection right now, but this game basically has all the settings pretty much all the way up, I think, except for one of the stuff with the character AI optimization and everything. But other than that, this game runs pretty solidly and definitely doesn't have any hiccups so far. Like, I haven't gotten any to the more intense battles, but as you can see, if you're planning the game on the go, you can handle pretty moderate games. It can do Overwatch pretty well on high settings and all that. So this is definitely a good little machine that you're not gonna have to spend like, you know, $1,500 on if you want a game on the go. So definitely pretty impressive to me. Alright, so as for the graphics card, I was trying to sit there and name it off in the game, but I couldn't remember off the top of my head which one it was. So right here we're running a GeForce MX 130 graphics card with about 2 gigs of GDDR5 memory. So not the highest specs on the list, but as I saw, it definitely gets the job done and does a pretty well job at gaming and stuff on the go. So not bad. And just to mind you that this is all these tests I was doing right now is running off the battery, which I don't even actually have that set at the maximum settings right now. I have it set on more, you know, power conscious settings and all that. Alright, so for the desktop specs, this guy is running a Core i7-8550U CPU with about 1.80 to 2 gigahertz, which at first I was a little worried about, I'm not gonna lie, but to be honest, I have noticed about 0 slowness in the computer. I haven't had this thing slow down or stutter or anything whatsoever. We also had a pretty good 16 gigs of memory, which has worked freaking great. Of course, running 64-bit Windows 10 Home. So specs are definitely pretty dang good for the price. Alright, so one more bit of the hardware I thought I'd check out is also let you guys see how well the audio is on this, because surprisingly, with the speakers firing down like this, it actually, you think it would be not that great, but since it's going off the table, this thing actually has a decent amount of bass and clarity to it. So of course I got lo-fi hip-hop, basically, and chill cow loaded up on here. So as you definitely see, pretty dang good. It's definitely going to work pretty well for all your needs that you're going to need to do. Alright, so that's a lot of the stuff we just went over with the Lenovo Flex 5. So even in terms of, let's say you want to do video editing on this thing works pretty freaking well actually. I was kind of wondering because I kind of wanted something for on the go, and I've been using Old Faithful back here. I've had this one since like 2012, almost 2013, so pretty old, but still runs pretty decently and everything. But let's say my average, let's say if I want to do one of my Let's Plays, when I was rendering on this one using Sony Vegas 13, it took like sometimes about 2.5 days to render 2 half-hour episodes. So that was like, holy crap, that took freaking forever. Now I went on this guy, loaded up, put Sony Vegas 13 on there, put the exact same rendering settings that I did on my desktop, and this one did it all, what it took in that one 2.5 days, this one did it in 1 night, which I was actually highly impressed by. I was not expecting this one to perform that much of a difference, but yeah, so if you're definitely going to be doing video editing, this is definitely the guy for you, because it actually does, you know, a pretty snappy job at it and all that. So I definitely highly recommended it. I think right now, like when I got F-Rise, it was $8.99 and came with a Lenovo pen. They may not have the same deal now, but if you can find it for about $900, I definitely recommend it. Even for the $9.99 price, it's still a pretty dang fast computer. Does pretty much everything. You got your tablet mode, you can use it for drawing, gaming, scheduling stuff, video editing. So all in all, it's a dang good computer. It's not going to be one of your super thin, super light ones. It does have a little bit of heft to it, but it is definitely really solid. It does not feel cheap in the hands, and it's definitely a good quality for, you know, the price that you're getting. You're not going over $1,000. You're not paying $1,500 to $2,000 and all that. So would I recommend it? Definitely highly yes. If you're probably going to see somebody who wants to run graphics at ultra high and run at 60 frames a second, then yeah, you're probably going to want to shell out. But if you're planning on doing some just normal gaming, nothing crazy out of the way, and want something on the go, this is definitely going to be the guy for you. So that's about all I have for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, please let me know down in the comments below and slap a like on this video. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. And if any of you guys have a Lenovo laptop or maybe have the same one, comments, let me know what your guys' experiences are with it. Do you like it? Have you had any issues? So far I haven't. The only one notable thing I can say is when doing stuff like video editing or doing games and all that, you will notice the fans, you know, a little bit on the loud side, but nothing too like crazy. It doesn't sound like a jet engine or anything, but definitely has a pretty good fan system on there. If you're gonna be doing any video editing, possibly just get one of those, something that's kind of like a little laptop stand or something to kind of like vent the air out, just to kind of keep it cooler. But other than that, it definitely does. The fans aren't too bad, and it doesn't really heat up like a super large amount. Like I've had an HP laptop that was pretty freaking ridiculously hot with the air coming out when I did just gaming. That was back when like Dragon Age Origins first came out. So yeah, all in all, this one's good. It doesn't heat up, it doesn't slow down, and yeah, all in all, a good contender. So that's about all we have. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.